Okay, so this is another example on systems of equations and applications of systems of equations, and it's a painful one. One of my sons stole from me, and I'm yet to get over it, so this is my way of expressing and releasing my frustrations. So the question says that one of the sons stole $2.20 from a piggy bank. My piggy bank made up entirely of dimes and quarters, which is what I get my pay in. He took 3 times as many dimes as quarters. How many dimes did he pinch and how many quarters did he pinch? Okay, so again, let's go back to the steps. In the first step, just to go through it again, identify the 2 unknowns. Well, that's given to you in the last line of the question. So we're going to start off by saying the 2 unknowns are number of dimes that were taken, let's call that D, and the number of quarters that were taken. And that is Q. Okay, we'll let Q be the number of quarters that were taken. Okay, the second step is to read the information given in the question and write down 2 equations. Now, the first part of this question says that he stole $2.20. Okay, so we're talking here about the value of the money. Okay, so the first equation we're going to have is to do with the value of the money. Now we know that every dime is worth 10 cents, or 0.1, so we can make it 0.1 D, because the dimes are all worth 10 cents, or 0.1 of a dollar. And quarters are worth, as you say, quarters, so 0.25, so 0.25 Q. And we say the total value was $2.20. So if we're talking about the value of the money, it's 10 cents, 1/10, $0.1 for a dime, and $0.25 for a quarter. The other bit of information is a little bit trickier in this case. It says he took 3 times as many dimes as quarters. So what we're talking about there is the relationship between the 2 variables. Okay, this is a relationship between the 2 variables. And I'm not sure exactly how to describe this in words, but I might as well describe it the way we said it. It's a relationship between variables. And read this carefully so that you get it the right way around. 3 times as many dimes as quarters. So the number of dimes he took, was equal to 3 times the number of quarters that he took. Okay? 3 times the number of quarters. Okay, so the number of dimes, that's D, is equal to 3 times the number of quarters. So now we have our 2 equations. Okay, now we have our 2 equations, and we can move on to step 3. Okay, so the first equation is 0.1D plus 0.25Q is equal to 2.20. And the other equation that we have is D is equal to 3Q. Now, if we look at these, one of the variables already has a 1 in front of it. This D here on the left already has a 1 in front of it. And it's on its own. So we are using substitution, and the initial work is already done. Okay, so this is substitution. And we've got one of the variables on its own already. And this is what we call equation A. Okay, when we looked at the first example, we call that equation A. And what we do is we take this value for D and plug it into the second equation. So it's going to be 0.1 times 3Q plus 0.25Q is equal to 2.20. Okay, let's just multiply here. 0.1 by 3 is 0.3Q plus 0.25Q is equal to 2.20. And 0.3 plus 0.25 is 0.55Q is equal to 2.20. And if we want to find out what Q is, we need to divide both sides by 0.55. So we're going to have 0.55Q over 0.55. And here we're going to have 2.20 divided by 0.55. 0.55 on the left hand side will cancel, giving me Q. Now, the easiest way to do this is probably just to go straight to your calculator and do it on your calculator. 2.2 divided by 0.55. Just bring this up now. I apologize for the delay. And it was 2.20 divided by 0.55, and that gives us 4. Okay, so Q is equal to Q is equal to 4. Now remember what Q was? Q is the number of quarters. Okay, that he stole from me. Right. Now we know that that's the number of quarters that he stole. We bring that answer back to the original equation A, where we had D is equal to 3Q. And now we know that Q is 4, so D is equal to 3 times 4. So D is equal to 12. Okay, so don't forget to finish the question off. So he stole, and I'll never forgive him, he stole 4 quarters and 12 dimes. But I love him so anyway. Okay, take care.